Okay, on this one, just continue from here. We are going to talk about logical address and physical address to calculate them, right? Okay, so there is two things you have to calculate. By looking at the question, they will tell you that the logical address space, how many page and how many words each, and map into the physical memory of how many frames. So to calculate, I just jump straight into logical address, huh? To calculate the logical address, right? Definitely the value 题目给的 value 你一定是要用到的。So 他跟你讲说 32 pages, right? So 32 pages 你就要看这个 value. It's actually 2 to the power of how many? Okay, and followed by this 1024 words, right? It's 2 to the power of how many as well. Okay, so the reason of finding these two, right? Okay, you know that this is the logical address space. So you later, right, we will actually use this value, okay, and we have to add with some other value. The other value over here is referring to 这个 2 to the power of something. OK，我这样子讲，这个是什么东西啊？OK， now let me just use a green color pen. Okay, over here, if we want to calculate the logical address, right? First of all, you need the number of bits, okay, of the, I think it's called pages, okay, which is this 32. And you have to sum it up with the number of bit or the offset within the logical address. Sorry 啊，这个是我写错了。OK， so 在这一个题目里面啊 ，OK， 这个题目你不会觉得很陌生 because this question I directly extract from your let me check out which tutorial is this. I actually directly excuse me, extract from the tutorial 4, question number 6 and question number 6 okay, 6, question 6 number 2, okay? So this question is directly from that. So to actually calculate, right, you will actually need the page number and the page offset where, okay, to make it simple, right, this is actually page number and what happened to my writing book? This is page number, and this is called page offset. Okay, and how do we find the page number and the page offset, right? So here I already tell you 32 page. 32 page is actually 2 to the power of 5. Okay, 2 to the power of 5. And 1024 is 2 to the power of 10. Okay, so 32 is 2 to the power of 5. 1024 is 2 to the power of 10. Okay, so in this case, you extract this value out. The page number is going to be 5, and the offset page is going to be 10. So you sum it up, which is 15. So this value will be your logical address. That's it. 这个背起来, that's it. Okay, now after you've done the logical address already, we have to do the calculation on the physical address. Okay, 第一个是 logical, 第二个是 physical address. So for physical address, it's still similar with this one, where we are going to take number of bit, but this time is frame. Okay, number of bit of frame, and we are going to sum up with the number of bit of offset and the physical address. We say physical memory. Okay, so in this case, right, the number of bit of frame you can actually read from here, the physical memory of 64 frames. Okay, so 64 frames is actually 64, I read it here, 64 frames is actually 2 to the power of berapa? 2 to the power of 6. Okay. So the value over here is 6, which means the frame number, okay, frame number plus frame offset. So over here, frame number is 6. Okay, the offset will still be this one, 10. So you sum them up together, you get 16. So 就这样简单吧。这个东西是 among all calculation, I think it's the easiest one 啦。Okay, you just have to calculate the B. The most important is in your exam, right? You need to remember to convert all this value to 2 to the power of something. And you want to calculate logical, definitely you're going to get logical address space. And you want to calculate the physical address, you get the physical memory of frames. That's it. All right. So I'll just put this one as one video.